That's been a lot of fun, Deb. We've had some excellent guests. Both you guys have been on there. I think we've had some fun, and more than that, I think we've passed on some really good information, and we've shared a lot. And that whole mastermind concept, the concept is that together we can do more than any of us could do alone. And that not only includes but production, but also includes ideas and just generally encouraging one another.
Questions. There are no bad questions. We're all here to enhance our learning abilities. And
anyone, by the way, wanting to be on Mastermind, to sit in the hot seat, let me know. The way I've been choosing who to invite is simply every Friday I sit still for a moment and say, okay, who should go next? And a name pops up and I invite them. And so far, everyone I've invited has accepted. So,
people to try to get involved in this type of stuff or building their own personal brand, as Craig mentioned on this week's mastermind. It's important, with the ever-changing world of SEO, to trying to define yourself as an expert or somebody who knows the field. Your customers will appreciate that, and exchanging of ideas and putting yourself out there is a good way to help build your brand.
And a thing to remember about that as well, if you're thinking about maybe being a hot seat sitter, is you don't have to. It doesn't mean you have to monitor the community 24/7. Just simply check in a few times each day while you're in the hot seat and respond to questions. Really, it's all great, and it's a lot of fun. And I don't know, it's a good time.
It is, man. I really like the direction the community is going. Sorry, Deborah. I think it's. I've seen the massive growth and more involvement, and we got a really good person.
But that's something I want to put out to all you folks out there. Every now and then invite people. When you think of it, just send out an invitation. And we want to think, well, I don't want to bug anybody, but a lot of people come on and they really appreciate that. They appreciate us thinking of them and inviting them to the community. So invite away.
Excellent. And Don, you need to be commended too as far as the mastermind. I was surprised at how much work it took to be in the hot seat, but yet your questions really, the stuff that I wrote there, I have to give you a lot of that credit because you were asking some tough questions that was like, wow, okay, I'll respond to this. I want to go back and see what it was that I wrote because I think you get like 99% of the credit for asking the question.
I agree with that.
Yeah. That's part of being a writer, Deb, and interviewing people. And I hope you felt the same when we did the interview for the article I wrote about you. It was fun, and I love doing that, actually, because you get to know more about people. I learn all the time, and really what I do is I copy things that people write in the community all the time and put them in a notebook for future reference because there's just some good stuff that goes through there. It's fun when we just say, hey, how you doing? Yeah, I had scrambled eggs for breakfast, but when we get into it and talk and pass on some tips, like David is all the time throwing out some great SEO tips, and a lot of the members, Alex there is pitching in with some new ways to do searches, and that it's and Deb, you with the social media, and Carrie's pitching in. It's just fun being a part of it and learning. www.myblogguest.com, we're open for promotions 24/7. That's the place to do it. The community is an adjunct to that. We're not trying to take over from the main site. We're just trying to help and be a part of it.
You're talking about the social, I like to call it the social love forum, and I moderate that one. That's where I spend most of my time as far as my MyBlogGuest forums, is going in and tweeting out all the articles. So yeah, if you want your guest post tweeted, go in there and post it, and not only will I look at it, but also the community. We have a lot.
What you can do there, there's a number of different ways. You don't have to be a paid member to participate in the forums, except for one. There's a private forum, and the really cool thing in there. Now, there's a lot of good stuff, and it's basically just a place. In the general forum discussion group, there's great discussions that go on there, and that's open to everyone. Well, in the private forum, it's the same thing, really. There's banter back and forth, but the big thing in the private forum is Anne has some special things in there where she opens up, shares her resources, where you can ask her for suggestions on angles to take your articles. I mean, it's really cool. She gets involved there, and she just, opens up the store for you. It's just that's my favorite part of the private forum.
Yeah, this is great training and great practice, and again, great personal branding. People are just like you guys are. Instead of you be up here, they'll be watching you, and you'll be making an impact. You can invite your customers to come and check you out if you want to, and I'm sure this is going to be somewhere saved and live, and you can send it to them, and this is a great marketing opportunity for you.
And for anyone watching, please do join us in the D+ community, and also at MyBlogGuest.com.